Yo, what is good, boys? Today we're going to be making a video on how to make a beat for DRO KENJI. I'm going to start with the melody, then get to the drums and explain my process. It's going to be more in the style like, you know, how Internet Money produces his tracks. But yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to start with the piano and get a melody going. So we're going to go to Keyscape. A lot of DRO KENJI beats are faster paced, like I would say 150 to like 160 or even to 170. I'm going to do like faster. I'm going to do like 169. Let's do 169. Start with the root notes and then go from there. Fun fact, I don't know if you knew you could do this, but if you hold Alt and then hold the right click on your mouse, you can just play certain parts. So alright, so I feel like it's a pretty good chord progression we can work with, and then let's see if we can come up with a catchy top line. Alright, let's work with that for now. I'm gonna randomize it with Alt R so it sounds a little more, doesn't sound as robotic, and then we're gonna strum the chords. Alright, yeah, I like that. So let's maybe gonna change the key, put it down. Alright, and then we're just gonna have a layer where it's just no top melody and just the chords. Just so like maybe for the verse we can just use that part, and then the hook we can have top line playing. But alright, next, so I think I'm gonna add a sound to layer it with, like a pad or a synth. I'm gonna go to Zebra. Zebra has a lot of like more mellow sounding stuff. Honestly, a pretty underrated plugin in my opinion. Alright, so it's fine, something we can layer the piano with. I think we're gonna make the piano a little more soft so it meshes with that key more, because I like that key mesh with it. I'm gonna add some delay. Actually, I'm gonna add some RC20 to that. Let's add a little bit of noise and some wobble. Give it more of like that authentic sample sound to it. I like that. And then layered with the piano. Alright, since we found a good layer for the piano, all we really need next is maybe like just a counter melody or like a vocal chop. I think we're just gonna see if we can come up with the counter melody. I'm gonna find a good one shot that we can use. Alright, let's find a better sound so it's not clashing too much with that Rhodes keyboard. I'm gonna go to Surge XT, also another very underrated plugin that I don't see a lot of people using. Just add probably a little bit of delay. I don't want to hear how it sounds reversed. Okay, we got that rendered out. Let's see how this sounds. Oh, I actually like that. Okay. See how it sounds with the Rhodes. Yep, see, simple counter melody, but it's just kind of pitched and be pitched in the back. Nothing too crazy. Probably add a little bit of reverb to it, or some delay, I mean, sorry. Then pan it to the right, and then see how it sounds with everything. I'm gonna add a bass for the intro or the bridge with the outro, however we ended up playing it out. Let's find a simple bass to put over the melody. Let's try this one. Just put the bass notes over the root notes of the piano. Let's find a different sound. Perfect. And let's add a slide right here. Then all together. I'm gonna find like a perk loop we can put in the back too. Just a little subtle, nothing too crazy, but like a texture or something. So let's go to this percussion kit that I have. Usually a lot of percussion loops or textures have a BPM, so all you have to do is put the BPM at whatever it says, but stretch or stretch pro, whatever you want to do, and then put the BPM back to the original, where it was originally at, and then it'll fit. I'm not going to use that one, but just figured I'd explain how I do it. Alright, I like that. We'll just EQ a little bit of the highs on it. Nothing too much. And then pan it to the left a little bit, and then let's see how it sounds with the piano. So you can barely hear the perk loop, it's just a subtle detail that, you know, I feel like producers would notice, but artists probably would barely even notice it. I think that's a pretty good foundation. Let's get to the drums. If there's anything I want to add melody-wise later on, I usually will lay it out and see if I feel like something feels empty. But if not, then I just keep it how it is. I'm gonna render out this melody and then let's throw on some drums. I don't always render out my melodies before I throw drums on, but in this case, Keyscape always takes a bunch of my processor. So I usually just like to render that out just so I can, so my FL stays running smooth. Alright, so we got all the melodies ready. So let's cut out some of the lows so the 808 doesn't clash as much. A lot of DRO KENJI beats are fast-paced drums. In this case, it's a fast piano beat, so we're probably just gonna keep the 808 pattern pretty simple, but we'll see. Alright, let's start with clap and then go from there. Alright, let's get to the hi-hat. So I just got a basic two-step here. We're going to add a little bit of bounce to it. Nothing too sporadic or anything, but let's see what we do. Alt-U to chop up a note. CNC, so nothing too crazy. And then I like to randomize the hi-hats a little bit, just to give it a little more bounce so it's not as plasticky. All right, let's get like a counter snare going. All right, just copy and paste that. I'm gonna do a different, switch out the snare for, let's do this one. All right, I think I'm gonna pitch it down 1 octave and see how it sounds. Actually, so I'm gonna add an open hat. Yeah, and I normally like to level my stuff as I go. I know a lot of producers don't do that, but that's just how I've always done it. All right, let's get an 808 going. DRO KENJI uses a lot of spins, 808s, and a lot of, I can't remember what song it is, but I think there's like 2 in his latest album that they use the Zay spins mix 808. So we're gonna use that for this beat. All right, we got the root notes. Now let's start chopping it up. I had one of them out of tune, so good thing we fixed that. Let's make the second half a little more unique. It's clashing a little bit, so we're gonna take a little bit of the highs out on the top notes on the piano. Alright, so I think that's it for the drums, honestly. I like how it's sounding, so I think we're just gonna lay it out. Alright boys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys learned something new. If you like this is a beat that KENJI would hop on, please give me some recommendations on what you guys want to see next. I'd appreciate that a lot. I'd appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe. But yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it. Hope you guys have a good one.